There's a lot of sales talk and hype around the Garmin R50 right now, and it does bring something new to the table, but is it right for you? We'll break down what the Garmin R50 gets right, where it falls short, and who it's really suited to. Before we go deeper into the features, let's firstly talk about the key selling point of the R50 and the advantages and drawbacks we see with this approach. The R50 is the first all-in-one launch monitor, which means you can play virtual golf courses or driving ranges on the built-in 10-inch color screen without connecting to an external device like a PC or an iPad. So if you're happy to play with Garmin's virtual course software, then this is going to be a big saving because you won't need a projector or a TV or a gaming PC or an impact screen. You just need a net to hit into. You can put it down and play very quickly because your setup doesn't need external devices. Anyone with a launch monitor will tell you that your setup time can be delayed by so many external issues separate to the launch monitor, such as a PC update or software updates with your third-party simulator. This is a truly location-independent launch monitor because it's all in one. You can use it anywhere. You could practice putting at Pebble Beach in your bedroom or your office with this unit if you wanted to. For the drawbacks, you still need a gaming PC with a TV or projector if you want to use GSPRO, which is the top virtual course simulator. For those wondering if they can just add GSPRO to the R50 unit, that's unlikely because GSPRO is using a GPU, which is a graphics processing unit that you find in gaming PCs, and that would not be viable to add to this current R50 design. This all-in-one design also means you can control the unit from a device like an iPhone or an iPad. This means you have to bend down to the unit to make adjustments, and it's not really practical for some users. So hopefully they can add some control from external devices soon. And since the R50 has built-in graphics and processing, I'm not sure how it improves over time, because as simulated graphics advance across the industry, does this unit just get left behind? Are you essentially stuck with the same graphics forever? I'm not really sure. A quick heads up, our Golfible website has 2 free tools to help you find the launch monitor that best fits your needs. Use our filter tool to instantly find monitors with the exact features you want, like built-in display for example, and it'll show you which launch monitors have that feature. Click the compare button to compare up to 4 launch monitors side by side in our comparison tool, where you can see every feature at a glance. Both tools are linked in the description. Now back to the video. You can access the virtual range through practice mode, and you've got a standard virtual range and target practice ranges with pins at different distances, and there's no extra fees thankfully needed to play these virtual ranges. They have a clean design where you can see the data metrics on the side with averages, but the graphics didn't blow me away, but they are better than competitors like GC3, Bushel Launch Pro or Mevo Plus. At this price point, some game improvement tools would have been appreciated in the range, like color-coded performance targets that you can get on SkyTrack Plus or Mevo Plus. The R50 is also missing some other game improvement tools like bag mapping or skills challenges like combines. I am a big fan of their ball impact screen though, which shows you a clear graphical display of the club and ball impact from a top-down view and a side view. It's powerful because you get a complete picture on your swing mechanics with this display, and the R50 can do this because it has all the key data metrics you need to assess your swing, like face angle and face to path. Competitors like GC3 just don't have this. You also have their impact video, which shows you a key moment of your shot when your club meets the ball, and the footage captures a few frames and is recorded from side-on angles, so on its own it's not that useful from our experience, but when you combine it with the data from the ball impact graphs and you can start to see your swing flaws in real time, you can make adjustments and watch your ball flight improve as you adjust your strike using these visuals. This color screen is a touchscreen, and it really does have the feel of an iPad. It doesn't have any lag, and it has the same responsiveness if you're wearing gloves. Shot data is sharp and easily readable, and if you're playing outdoors or at the range or at the course, you won't have any problems reading your data in bright sunlight or when it's getting dark. Shot data also appears instantly after impact, so in our tests, the R50 showed results in under 1 second for feedback delay. We're not fans of the current shot tracer design. In the overhead view, a dot appears where your ball would have landed, but if you're hitting the same club, every dot is the same color, so after you hit a few shots in the same spot, you don't really know which dot is your most recent shot. As we mentioned, controlling the R50 on a bigger screen like desktop would make it more convenient to make adjustments and to digest all of the data you're being presented with. For us, the most useful game improvement element of the R50 is the screen customization. You can show individual display options on their own, like the virtual course screen, or just the data metrics view, which helps to reduce distraction and information overload. But you can also look at these displays simultaneously with split screen view. You can split the virtual course view with ball impact. That way you can connect shot shape to strike location, which helps diagnose problems faster. But the most powerful element is connecting to an external display with the HDMI port. With that, you can present different views on the projected screen versus the R50 screen. So there's no other launch monitor right now that does this. For example, the R50 device could show the ball impact graphic and impact video, while the external display could show the virtual range. And this lets you analyze more aspects of your game at once without toggling views. The R50's virtual course simulator HomeT Hero uses Garmin's GPS course data from its golf watches and rangefinders, and that means you have access to 43,000 virtual courses, which is most golf courses in the world. No other launch monitor is competing with this anytime soon, and it's very likely that your local course is included in this database, as we found every small course we could think of in our area. Being able to practice on your course whenever you want is going to improve your shot strategy and your course management, and it's fun to play against friends, which you can do in multiplayer mode. The graphics for HomeT Hero have more of a video game feel rather than the immersive, realistic graphics of GSPRO. The terrain mapping is a little less detailed, for example. For any users of the R10 though, the graphics on HomeT Hero R50 have really improved. One thing I want to see added is more multiplayer options though. Right now you only can play stroke play with friends. I would love to see best ball or scramble in the next update. Now if you really want to use an iPad with the R50, you can connect and play E6 or Awesome Golf through wireless internet, and you can also connect to GSPRO wirelessly if you have a gaming PC. You can also look at practice session statistics on the unit in the session summary screen, where you can group shots by club, and the R50 is also synced with your Garmin Connect account, so you can see more detailed shot analysis on your app. But we do wish they would add the ability to control the R50 screen from the app as well. The setup shouldn't take you longer than a minute indoors or outdoors. That's a big strength of the unit. The alignment process is made pretty easy too with online guidance, and downloading and playing virtual courses is very quick. Once you have the course downloaded, you can play it without internet connection at the range, and the unit will work on the grass outdoors on the range or on the course if you want to bring it. It's got a decent carry case included. One area we weren't happy with is the size of the hitting zone. For ball data only, it is a decent size at a 11.25 inches length by 8 inches width, but our issue is when you want to use club and ball data. Then the area is reduced to 3.75 inches length by 8 inches width. That's a small hitting area to work with. That hitting zone could be worn down, particularly outdoors, by repeated shots, so you need to move the unit forwards and backwards quite often. You're getting these 20 data metrics with the R50, and the biggest benefit of this metric selection is having both face angle and face to path. Neither the Uniqure iMini or the GC3 give that. With this data and the Garmin ball impact graphic, you can see discrepancies between your intended and actual club face positions at impact, and work on this will help you build a repeatable swing and understand your swing mechanics. Now, we would like to see descent angle added, as you can get it on the GC3 and the Uniqure iMini, as it shows you how steeply the ball lands on the green, and with it you can work on preventing the ball rolling off the green and improve your ball control. The R50's technology interferes with other camera launch monitors like the GC Quad, and overhead or radar units like TrackMan are not reliable benchmarks either, so traditional accuracy tests are flawed here. We checked if the R50 measures similar repeated shots in a consistent way, and if the raw ball data numbers match what our pro golfer knows about his golf game. The shot shape outdoors matched what the R50 was showing on the screen for nearly every shot. We did try some big slices and some hooks, and the unit was measuring them pretty accurately, which bodes well for the accuracy of the spin axis and face to pass metrics. Consistency with the R50 was encouraging, but there were a few issues. Drivers, irons, short chip shots, and distances and spin numbers, they were reliable across our testing, matching our pro golfers' expectations. Lots of competitors in this price range struggle with chip shots, so this was a relief to see these coming out pretty consistently. The main issue was putting in the virtual sims like HomeT Hero and GSPRO. We did use picks, golf balls for putting, and it felt like green speed settings just didn't seem to work properly. Changing the stimp didn't affect how fast putts rolled, and in general readings were just not consistent for similar shots. Garmin are working on this putting issue though, I'm told. The R50 retails for $5,000 right now, and if you're unfamiliar with launch monitors, this may look expensive, but pricing is relative in this industry. The R50 is built to compete with the GC3, which is around $7,000, or the full swing kit, which is around $5,000, or the Pro TVX at $6,500. It's not competing with budget launch monitors like Square Golf because it already has a budget launch monitor in the R10. So for the market it's in and the features it's providing, the $5K price tag is actually competitive. For subscriptions, the good news is that they are the lowest subscription fees you will find right now for a launch monitor. $99 per year gets you access to Home T Heroes virtual courses with the 43,000 courses and weekly tournaments. That's the only upgrade right now, and there isn't any competitors that give you access to play your local course like Home T Hero does. You can also pay the subscription on a monthly basis, which gives you flexibility to cancel that sub during parts of the year when you are playing less sim golf, like in the summer. And you don't need a subscription to access R50's virtual ranges or their full range of metrics. They are included out of the box, and there are no connector fees to access GSPRO or other external simulators, unlike many competitors. The R50 is suitable for you if this is your first launch monitor and you don't like complexity. The R50 makes playing simulated golf really easy. You can play your local course or any course in the world within minutes with little effort. Everything can be done on the device's screen, which is unheard of in the simulator space. If you're new to launch monitors, you don't need to worry about minimum spec requirements of PCs or external connection problems or measuring the right projector or impact screen. Just buy a net, put down the R50, and you're ready to go. And the bonus is the setup is equally easy outdoors. If you want pro level data without breaking the bank, data wise it's as close to pro level as you can get without spending over $10,000. This is because you get club data like face angle and face to path with the R50's 3 cameras, and competitors at this mid-tier price point are missing important data metrics like face to path. So if you're focused on honing your swing, the R50's data makes it a very good fit for your game. If you like to practice in different environments, the R50 is going to perform equally well indoors and outdoors, in a well-lit driving range, a low-lit grass practice range, or on the course. Its portability, despite its size and weather-resistant features and its clear screen visibility, make it adaptable to any setting. If you want flexibility in simulation options, the R50 is ideal if you occasionally want to play simulator rounds without being locked into a year-round commitment. So you can subscribe to Home T Hero on a month-to-month basis during the off-season instead of committing to an annual subscription, and the 42,000 courses on offer also means you'll never run out of options for simulator rounds. The Garmin R50 may not be suitable for you if you require ultra-realistic simulation graphics. This may not be the best fit, as its graphics are functional and lean towards a video game style, falling short of high-end simulators like GSPRO. If you expect advanced game improvement features, the R50 focuses more on core practice and simulation play and lacks some advanced game improvement features that you find in other models. And if you prefer using your phone or tablet for controlling the software during virtual rounds, the R50 will feel limiting. Its reliance on the built-in screen for all adjustments can be a bit cumbersome, especially during simulation play, and this is something they could update and hopefully in the future. Garmin will likely roll out more game improvement tools for the R50 over time, and to stay up to date with the latest features and updates, check out our full review article linked in the description, and we'll keep that updated as the R50 continues to evolve. I've also linked to our launch monitor comparison tools in the description, and you can see plenty of other reviews and comparison videos on this YouTube channel. Thank you.